Hello everyone and welcome back to CookieRun Cookie Trials in CookieRunOvenBreak with Ultra Galcone. And in this episode I'm going to show you how I finally managed to beat Astronaut Cookie's trial in the hard difficulty, aka the RainbowRank. And if you like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more content for you to watch. And if you are really interested in the previous episode, then you can check it out by clicking at the top right of the screen. So in this particular video you are going to see two runs. So the first run, which you see right now, is the run where I beat this trial without any kind of legendary treasure. And the second one is obviously with the legendary treasure. So yeah, back to the first run. The treasure on the left is the fiery candy comet. This is the treasure if in case that you need to go very far. And the treasure on the middle is the apple candy balloon, because as you can see we are collecting lots and lots of jellies here, and this treasure will certainly help us in collecting even more jellies. And the same thing can be said with the treasure on the right side. That's the jelly pop bottle rocket. This is the treasure that is introduced in this particular update. And what it does? Well, it's pretty simple. It just grants points, like jellies and points, and all of these three combinations will take me all the way into at least the top 20%, because I equip this cookie and the pet and the treasure all the way into its maximum possible level. And with that out of the way, let's talk about the topic that I'm going to discuss that I mentioned on the last video, which is the removal of ingredient pouches into these bear pouches. And one thing I will say, and I will think that many of the people in the community does have the same opinion as I did in this video, and that is the current way of grinding things. They made it as unintuitive as possible. I don't think that they can go this bad actually. And to explain why it's really bad, I'm going to have to imagine that you have 3 slots, okay, 3 spaces, and the only way to fill those spots is through these bear pouches. And these bear pouches, you have no idea what kind of bear pouches that you get. It could be common, rare, epic, legendary, all that sort of stuff, okay? It's still normal. And remember that the fact that you only have 3 slots to each of these bear pouches. But the problem is, if you have it full, all 3 slots is full of those bear pouches, the game won't summon any more of these bear pouches. And the only way to get rid of these bear pouches is through literally doing the missions at hand that was given inside of these bear pouches. And then you need to keep searching all the way until you got the correct level of these bear pouches. And in order to get the legendary items, you need to be at level 6 stars. And you could probably imagine just how long that will be by just me narrating this. And let me tell you, I played this game for like an entire day, and so far I haven't seen any one of those 6-star bear pouches. I would love to talk about this problem even more, but for now it's time for me to say let's move on with the next part of the video. Right, here's the next part of this particular video. It's time for me to conquer this particular trial once again, but this time I'm going to use one of the legendary treasures. And this time it's the blue meteor one. This is the treasure that was introduced in the 7th anniversary update. And finally I upgraded all the way into the level 9, which is way more than the required level 7. And now back to the topic at hand, which is this bear pouches that replaces the ingredient pouches that we have since the very beginning of this game. Yes, the game actually allows you to upgrade the rarity by like 1 star, but the problem is in order to do that you need to open, I don't know, like thousands and thousands upon those bear pouches. because it requires 3000 points, but the problem is I've opened up some of them and I barely reach 100. So I guess the only reliable way to get that particular 6-star bear pouches is to play literally every single game mode, like Breakout, Breakout Challenge, Trophy Race, etc, etc. And you know, I have this one simple account, and just to imagine it, if I have multiple accounts, I couldn't imagine how long it will take. I think like my life from the moment I wake up all the way until I sleep is just me playing this game and hopefully get a particular 6-star bear pouches, because you know that it contains all of the legendary stuff. But you know what is the part that really pisses me off so much? Is that even if that you got that 6-star bear pouches, there's only 0.10% chance that you actually get the item that you want in order to unlock the magic candy and then leveling up all the way to the max level. And also the game doesn't take into account which cookies that I have their magic candy maxed out. So I could literally grind all day just to get that prestigious 6-star bear pouches, only to find out that I get sea fairy candies material, even though that I literally have maxed it out already like years and years ago. So what Devsisters did is essentially create a system that discourages grinding. Oh man, this system is really bad for new players out there. I feel pity for them. And you know, as I make this video, I haven't got into their update feedback section on their official Discord server, and I'm pretty sure it is a train wreck there. But you know what? Like, every single thing that I said here doesn't need to happen. All they need to do is to literally introduce a sort of a cap between how long that you can actually run without getting a treasure item. And then let's say at the 11th run, after failing to get the magic candy material for the 10th time, the game would just like, yeah, in this run we're going to spawn the ingredient pouches, and that is going to contain the materials in order to get the magic candy. At least it makes people motivated to run the trial rather than the current system, which is the only reliable way to get that particular magic candy materials is to literally pay your way out of it. Anyway, that is the end of this video. I'm AstronautCookie signing it off, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care and bye for now.